Welcome, healthy humans. Welcome to the scope. I am Rob Martin with Exercise Man Fitness, and I am going to put this link up on Facebook while we wait for more people to join. All right, there we are. Let's copy this right here. While we're waiting, feel free to share where you're from. I'm coming to you from Michigan again, Spring Lake, Michigan. Let's paste this over here. Today we're going to talk about how to put together that strength program that you've been dreading. That's what we're doing today, a little learning session. All right. Okay. Again, I'm coming to you from Michigan, Spring Lake, Michigan, and we're going to talk about how to build that strength program. First, before we go through anything, I'm going to tell you who the top heart givers were in the last broadcast, which was last week. We had Natalia and Sarah H. They gave a lot of hearts last week. And that one we touched on the importance of strength exercise. So they really enjoyed that broadcast. I did a short one on Saturday night, and I showed you guys my little mountain biking, and I got some good hearts from Billy Joel on the mini podcast. So the live people are putting a lot more hearts in than the after viewers, so that's good. Feel free again to share where you're from. Don't be afraid. Jump right on there. I'm again in Michigan. If you're international, feel free to share where you're from. Let's see. Okay. So again, last week we touched on the importance of strength exercise and overall health. And remember sarcopenia, you don't want that to creep in on you. That's a scary thing. As you age, you lose muscle mass, especially if you're not exercising and strength training. Today, I'm going to show you how to put together a strength routine, how to put it together from start to finish so that you're doing it safe and so that it's efficient. Again, with anything, always check with the doctor, make sure you're good for exercise. Here we go. Your strength routine should consist of a warm-up, dynamic stretching. Then you're going to do multiple major joint group exercises, followed by small muscle groups, abs, lower back, and then you're going to finish with some kind of a warm down or cool down. Right? If you agree with that, pop on some hearts. Let's talk about the first one, the warm-up. You want to get blood flowing to all parts of the body. If you've just been sitting around, your blood, your heart, everything's not pumping efficiently. So get warmed up properly. Jump on a bike, jump on an elliptical, do a little jog. Get the blood moving, and that decreases your risk of injury. So that's first and foremost. Second, you want to get that dynamic warm-up in. Now this is arm swings, leg swings, lunges, things of that nature, butt kicks, high knees. That gets you dynamically warmed up, not just warmed up, but ready for exercise and pushing heavy weight if that's what you're doing. So you want to do the dynamic warm-up. Third, we want to do big muscle groups first. And the reason you want to do that is because you don't want to injure yourself by doing small muscle groups, fatiguing them, and then going to big major muscle groups. So always start with the big muscle groups. And big muscle groups, I'm talking about the legs, your big muscle groups up top. Those first, and multi-joint. So use an exercise like a squat that you're using more than one joint. I mean, you're moving at your ankles on that, you're moving at your knee, and you're moving at your hip. So multi-joint exercises are great to start with because they require a lot of energy, and they also require the use of your core muscles, your abs and your lower back. So again, you don't want to fatigue those. Also, you're going to want to then, like I said, move to these muscle groups. After that, we don't want to lose that. Now you can go on to biceps and triceps and get your neck and your calves and all those other muscle groups, the smaller muscle groups. That's next on the list. Once you finish that, now we can move to the abs and the lower back. So finish last with those, because that's the core, that's the center, that's what transfers the power from your upper body to your lower body and vice versa. If that makes sense to you, give us some hearts. Pop some hearts on there. If you're following me, if you agree with me. Last, there we go. Walking, when you finish, you want to do a warm down. So you can walk, you can jog, you can get back on an elliptical and kind of, warm down, cool down, whatever you call it. Yeah, eat a bunch of food too. Yeah, you got to get your protein in after your workout. You got to get your carbs back in and replenish. But back to the warm down. If you do cardio on the same day that you do your strength exercise, do it at the end because it's safer. You want to do your high intensity stuff first, which would be your strength exercise, and then your cardio afterwards, and that will keep you safer. Again, if you're on here and you want to share where you're from, feel free. I like seeing where everybody's from. Again, strength exercise, that's what we're talking about. Now, I'm going to show you something here. This book right here can get you where you need to be. If you're struggling, it has a guide in the back with planned out exercise, which is really cool. Cardio and strength. And then at the end, I have little pictures of all the exercises. They're awesome stick figures. Come on, give me some hearts for those awesome stick figures. But all the workouts that are in this section are diagrammed at the end, so you can follow them, and it's really easy to follow along and get yourself started. So the book is Fit, You Will Make You Succeed. You can find that on Amazon. It's also called The Power of Healthy Living. I kind of redid it and updated it. And that one, let's see if I can show you, looks like that on Amazon. Those books right there, those will help you get where you need to be. They're complete guides. It's like having a personal trainer for the whole year. For what, 10 bucks? That's amazing. Okay, so to recap, let's recap real quick. Strength training, get your warm-up in. Dynamic warm-up. Big muscle groups, small muscle groups, abs and lower back, and then get your warm down in. And if you're going to do cardio on the same day, do it after your exercise. All right. If you need to modify anything, modify, feel free to do that. But that's your homework. Get your routine together, whether you get a book, whether you ask some more tips, but get something together and start today. If you're doing it, keep pushing it. You're doing awesome. Progress, push the weights, push the reps. You want to see change. That's when the body gets, you get excited because your body's starting to change. So that's it for today. Again, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. I appreciate all the hearts. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and pop some more hearts up on there. Next on the scope, we're going to talk about, I don't know, it might be a surprise. I might talk about cardio and show you guys a few different cardio routines. So why don't we do that next? I'll put together some cardio workouts and show you how you can change the intensity up of your cardio workouts for the maximum benefit. Again, if you like this info, stop by exercisemanfitness.com for more information on this. Be sure to spread the word. Feel free to share this. You can swipe sideways and click share on your Twitter and your Facebook. The more people we spread the health message to, the healthier we all are. So again, thanks again for stopping in, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Maybe.